Brace yourself for Jordan Peterson's contentious take on the alarming resurgence of radical ideologies in universities. Known for his controversial viewpoints, Peterson sheds light on the potential dangers inherent in this movement. Let's dive into Peterson's unfiltered narrative. Peterson boldly challenges the prevailing narrative by asserting that the origins of this movement can be traced back to the student radicalism of the 19th century. However, he claims that its true rise came in the 1990s, during his tenure at Harvard University, when political correctness took center stage, fueling the far left. Peterson argues that while this movement faced pushback at first, it quietly went underground, only to re-emerge in recent years with a vengeance. He attributes this resurgence to the radical left's stronghold on university departments, particularly women's studies, which he believes have perpetuated ideologically driven activism for decades, all funded by tuition fees and public funds. Peterson doesn't hold back when criticizing the ideologies propagated by women's studies departments. He asserts that their version of history is a distorted one, promoting a fairy tale feminist paradise known as the noble savage narrative. According to this skewed view, Western civilization stands as an oppressive patriarchy that must be dismantled and rebuilt from scratch. With fervor, Peterson asserts that adherents of these ideologies label anything from heterosexuality to capitalism and democracy as nothing but tyrannical structures. Their ultimate goal is to obliterate Western civilization and replace it with their own ideological utopia. However, Peterson warns against the disastrous consequences that history has repeatedly shown arise from such recklessness. Peterson's provocative perspective delves into the underlying resentment that fuels this movement. He contends that individuals burdened by their own existential struggles seek revenge by targeting innocent individuals. This dangerous aspect of ideological possession, he argues, has the potential to spiral out of control. Peterson steadfastly stresses the imperative of recognizing the perils associated with implementing these radical ideologies. He extensively cites historical instances where societies have suffered unimaginable devastation under similar paradigms. His message is clear: proceeding down this path poses immense risks that cannot be ignored. Controversially, Peterson questions the legitimacy of universities in light of these prevailing ideologies. Worried parents, he suggests, should consider alternative paths for their children's education, such as trade schools, to shield them from the potential harm associated with these ideologies. Love him or hate him, Jordan Peterson's provocative viewpoint challenges us to confront the dangerous resurgence of radical ideologies in universities. By critically analyzing their foundations and potential consequences, we can unveil a contentious conversation that might just shape the future of education and society as a whole.